Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, the Doctor, in the mother, you know what house. And this week we're going to be talking about some crazy stuff from yesterday, from Media Day, and whatever other news we got piling around. It's starting now, Mr. Brett. Woohoo! Anyway, so this week we'll talk about Joker Media Day. We're going to talk about some other rumors, some other stuff, and some other stuff, and some other stuff, and some other stuff. We're going to just talk about stuff and things this week. But no, we're going to talk about some news and stuff, but probably most of the show will be talking about Media Day. Upcoming, what do you call it? Coaster trip and such. And it'll be good. Yeah, I did like the grand opening. Can I say I told everybody and nobody so at the same time? About what? Well, it would be nice if they got a B&M, but I mean, if you think about it, matter of fact, speaking of which, I recorded a video today about the cloning thing, you know, my opinion on it, that I'm going to upload to YouTube probably tomorrow or one day this weekend, etc., etc. It talks about the whole, you know, what they my opinion on, is it hurting or helping Six Flags and all that stuff. So it'll be a good, like, 4-minute video to watch and listen to me ramble. Hey, Luco. Hey, Coaster Box. Hey, Lindsay. Damn it. Lindsay, what were you saying? Can I say I told everybody and nobody so at the same time? I have no idea what you mean by that. Inquiring minds would like to know. But yeah, so I'm just going to get into all the newsy stuff quick, and then we'll get into the whole, the Media Day stuff. And take it from there. You know? We'll take it from there. Who's messaging me on the Facebook of Live, the Book of Live of Face? Dave's watching the show and booking hotels for the crazy coaster trip we got going on. And we're going to talk about that because I'm going to need you guys' opinions on some stuff. So anyway, so let's get through the news. Let's just blow through the news, and then we'll talk about the really good stuff. We'll get into the good stuff. All right, so Walt Disney World Epcot. I've been talking about this for a few shows now, about Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, right? I've been talking about that in the Energy building. It looks like, I was reading Screamscape and I saw this. I stole this from Screamscape, so because I found it interesting and I kind of like the thinking and all that behind it. Yeah, I said hi to you. I don't think you noticed when you no, Kennywood's going to be the next year's trip. Remember that day we were talking about that? Do Kennywood, Kings Island, Cedar Point. Remember we were talking about that, wasn't it last week? I don't know when the hell we were talking about it. I forgot when we were talking about Kennywood. I forgot. But anyway, with the Epcot thing, the Energy building thing that they got, it's going to take over. They're going to gut that out, and then they're building a big, giant building behind it. I guess the building itself is going to be 130 feet tall, and it's some type of launching, spinning coaster, evidently. And so that's what it's going to probably look like. So, I mean, the plan's already starting to roll. Things are starting to get put in place, because after they get done with Star Wars Land and stuff, 50th anniversary Magic Kingdom's coming up, so it's going to be good. So we'll see what happens with that. La Ronde is retiring the stand-up coaster and the log flume this year. I think at least the stand-up coaster is already closed. I don't know if the log flume is closed yet. Maurice Pier, for those that care. Great Nor'easter is now open. And then Yeah, if you're planning on going to Animal Kingdom anytime soon, I'd probably wait a little while. Uh, the wait times for the rides are over 4 hours long, and they're only letting people in that had the skip the line pass, fast pass, whatever the hell they call that thing that they got. So they're not even letting standby in. The lines are too long, so it's going to take a while before you can actually get in the ride. So I would let the hype die down and let everybody get their rides in now, and then just go later. Well, LeRon's probably going to get a big coaster of some sort. That's what I think LeRon's going to. I think they're getting rid of the stand-up and getting rid of the flume, and they're going to get some kind of big ride. That's what I think. I think they're going to get a big coaster in that spot. I'm not sure. I've never been there, so I don't know the layout too good. That stand-up that was at King's Dominion was awful. Awful, let me tell you. That hurt. That was awful. It hurt. You know, stand-up coasters really need to fix that whole little bicycle seat thing, because when you're riding and you're hitting certain elements, it squishes your balls. It hurts. It's not really, it's not fun for a guy. I mean, a girl could get a thrill out of it, but a dude, his chicken McNuggets is sitting right on that seat. Boom! Forget it. You're done. It's over. It hurts. Oh yeah, also with Universal Studios, well, Nintendo and all that. It looks like this patent's going through for a whole bunch of stuff, and it looks like Mario Kart is going to come to real life. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on with the whole Nintendo Land thing. We all know Japan's getting it first, and it's going to move to the States. So Japan gets it by like 2020, and then sometime after that, it'll be good. Green Lantern for a stand-up is probably the smoothest of them all, but still, that doesn't excuse the ball breaking. That's what I think. Anyway, that's the only little tidbits of news that I had for today. So we got those out. Oh, before I forget, if any of you pinball geeks such as myself and Dave, what was that? Yesterday, Stern Pinball finally announced Star Wars Pinball. They didn't show much. You can kind of see the artwork of the three models, Pro, Premium, and LE. There's no price yet. Actually, Star Wars podcast that's filmed out of Lucasfilm broke the news in a little segment, and they kind of showed very quickly, and you know, different things. It's going to be an exploding Death Star, hyperspace loop ramp, and 2 LCD screens and whatever, but there's no price, so it's probably going to, you know, kill us in price probably. Yeah, Mario will be open in time for the Tokyo Olympics. Green Lantern, the best stand-up in the world. I haven't ridden Riddler's Revenge. Not yet. It's on the bucket list of places to go. But Green Lantern's probably out of all the ones that I've ridden over time, Green Lantern's definitely been the smoothest. And but they still hurt you nuts, man. It hurts. It hurts. I don't like it. That's why I'm glad Mantis lost the stand-up thing and became a flawless. And I'm hoping that keeps continuing on. Just get rid of the stand-up. Even though I said in a show in the past, B&M's actually working on a new stand-up train design that's, I guess, going to be better. I have no idea. Yeah, we need to keep having more big gang in the chat room. I like that. I like that. When everybody's talking and going nuts. Reminds me of the old days. We'd have tons and tons and tons of people. I love that. We need to keep doing that. So let's get to Joker's Media Day. So, you know, once I got in there, and they started off with the whole, you know, we had the opening ceremonies, but they also had a little place where you could take pictures with a green screen. And if anybody saw them online, I had a green shirt on. Had no idea they were doing green screen stuff. So it looks like most of my body's missing. So, yeah, it was kind of funny. I had AJ holding my head. It's kind of funny. They had people dressed up, kind of like carnival-ish. You could play carnival games. You could throw a ball in the toilet, hit the mallet, ring the bell. They had the DJ, and then they had, a bunch of stuff. I did not upload any of the videos yet, Brandon. Actually, the one that was on the green track, if you can, change it to an AVI or an MP4 and resend it. The MOV file won't work in the, what do you call it, in the movie program there that I was doing. Because I was going to try and get it all set up and it wasn't working. I don't know, it just didn't, my PC didn't like it. It was like, F you, man. Didn't like it at all, so. Yeah, I finally looked at it last night. It's a nice, cool little clear, like, cube Joker carved in face plastic thingy. Kind of thing. It was cool for a keychain. I dig it. Anyway, so they had the opening ceremonies. And the cool thing was, after going to Great Adventures Jokers Media Day last year, your Windows Media Player file, I got some Power Director 12 or something. Right now I'm using my all-in-one PC when I do the show on it. So, even though I do love Mac computers, I think they're way better than PC all day. All day long. All day long. Anyway, so, like I was saying, when I talked about it before, the media day was, I don't know, for me, I like the whole theatric thing. I like cool things. And I'm not saying Great Adventure's a bad park or anything, but the media day, to me, it didn't leave a good taste in my mouth. But I'm sure they'll learn from their mistakes as they go on and try different things and whatever works for them. Because of the music background and working with bands that like theatrics and stuff, I've been around it for decades, and that's what I like. So I like the whole theatric thing. So I had spoke to Six Flags and I said, hey, I hope you implement the Joker. I was like, this is going back months and months and months ago. He said, oh, I hope you implement the Joker. And I said, it'd be cool if the Joker took somebody, put him on the ride, made it the official opening. I was sitting there watching it unfold. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's kind of like my idea. Maybe they probably forgot about my idea. But anyway, it's kind of like what I saw and envisioned in my head, and it was cool. It was funny. The guy that they had to play the Joker was good. He was walking around talking junk and, doing all kinds of stuff. I uploaded that video onto the YouTube channel, so you can watch that. And you can see the opening ceremonies if you haven't watched them. It was funny. It was good. They had 8 comedians come up, and only 6 told jokes, and it was for charity. Like the Shriners and Special Olympics and some other stuff. And then each comedian got a minute to tell a joke, and then the next one, and then the Joker takes over and all that stuff. And the opening ceremony was good. I liked it. I actually did love the Joker fumbling the, what I call the TNT box to, blow it all up. And, so I thought they did a really good job with it. It was cool. And then, get to ride the ride. I mean, let's look at it from, I like the ride, but it doesn't give you what is promised. Well, we'll put it this way. I didn't get what was promised. I've heard people getting 3, 4, 5 flips. I didn't see it that day, but people that have ridden it already said they've gotten anywhere from no flips to 5 flips. That's what I've heard. At most, I got 2 flips. and it was on the green side, and I was facing the lift hill, not my back towards it. I got 2 flips out of it. You know, I rode it because we would get in a POV. The guy didn't hit record 2 times, and then the 3rd time he did. So we got 3 times in a row, and then I went off, and then I rode it again, and then I went on the other side and did Facebook Live. So they had us, you know, they let me sign into Facebook Live on a laptop, and then they broadcast. I rode it twice in a row for that. I like the ride. I mean, it's short. My personal opinion is it's a neat ride for the park. I mean, if you think about it, we're all coaster enthusiasts. We want big, and we want bad, and we want fast, and we want all different kinds of things. Guess what? Those rides aren't for us. They're for the general public. So, I honestly think for the GP, for the point of the GP, with, you know, that's their bread and butter, the ride is it's good for them. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the park. And when you listen to the GP talk about the ride, they love it. They think it's crazy. It's thrilling. You know, that's what the ride's there for. For us, it's like, You know, I mean, I do like it. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy doing it. You know, so the almost flipping and the jerk. It's smooth. Doesn't hurt. Once I can fix that, I really want to show that POV, and the reason why, and I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on here and show it. The only reason why I say that is because you can see the airtime when I flip. When I'm flipping over, I mean, I'm out of my seat like crazy. Like, it was crazy. Let me see if I can find it here. And then I'll just show it quick if I can find it. Oh, it's right here. All right, ready? I'm gonna show you this. And then watch as I come over the lift hill, and it's funny. I think it's funny. Just watch this for a second. Yay, we're going in.
Oh, it's running now?
Yep. We went from green light to red light.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So we're here at SFNE Joker. No, the media day for Joker.
Yep, we is. I'm excited to ride.
Yep.
I haven't ridden it yet. I'm excited.
All clear. Enjoy your ride on the Joker.
First ride on the Joker.
First ride today for me. It's a great ride. You'll definitely go head over heels.
Yep.
You got that button.
Oh, here we go. Going up. Up and away like Superman. On the Joker. It's pretty high up here.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna die up here.
I think it's about 120 feet in the air.
But I think we're just gonna be like doing crazy things. Whoa! Shit! Oh, my balls! Oh! That's spinning! Oh! Shit! Almost! Come on in! Whoa! I need my teddy bear now. My teddy bear. So anyway, so that was that. How many people will bet Doc thinks this ride is gonna suck? I don't know. I mean, people are gonna say the ride sucks. I know that. People have said it, like, oh, this ride sucks, and I've heard people love the ride. I mean, it's like any opinion. I mean, they're not record-breaking, crazy, top 10 coaster rides, but the thing that I do like about it is it adds something else to the park, and it's going to help get some of the people away from Wicked Cyclone and Superman, and it's going to help spread people out, which is fine by me. I mean, I'm okay for that. I mean, yeah, I'm still going to ride it. I find it fun. I like the flip thing. It's cool. So, it is what it is. And then I saw Coaster Box saying about what do I think for Six Flags New England 2018. I'm probably going to run with the Justice League ride. And the only reason why I say that is we've talked about this. The last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years that whatever Great Adventure got, we got. Right? That's basically what we got for the most part. And as Superman the Ride, definitely over El Toro. Let me see how I can put this. All right. So the first part of my thought process is whatever Great Adventure's been getting, that we've been getting. The Sky Screamer, they got El Diablo, we got Fireball, we got a Sky Screamer, we got a Joker. They're getting Justice League. We're probably getting a Justice League. But what I can say in my other part of my thinking is, look at all the areas that have gotten something new since they started all this, working on the ends. The last place that has not received anything new in quite some time is the Superman area. So this is what I am going to call. I may be wrong, and it's just my prediction, and I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say that Gotham City Gauntlet is either going to be moved in the park or removed and sent to another park, and that's where Justice League is going to go. That's what I think. That's what I'm going to call. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to call. If they do not do that, then it's most likely probably going to be a water park year, because last year, it could be a flat package year, but I'm going to go with the Justice League. The only reason why I say that is it's one ride that we don't have. We don't have a dark ride, and since Six Flags is becoming the Oprah show, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one, that's what's going to happen. And then you can listen to me ramble on about the cloning thing in the video I'm going to upload. Maybe I'll do it tonight, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I don't know. But it's a good 4-minute video, just me, blah, 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 But, we all know about the whole indoor Batman Dark Knight coaster fiasco. That was shame on Six Flags and all this other stuff. And, so that was just a different experience. Six Flags has been building up a great relationship with the state and also with the town. So I'm sure hands are greasing each other so that they can get the thing going. Now, my thinking is, if in fact they do allow the Justice League ride, if that is allowed, and they do remove Gotham City Gauntlet, Escape from the Arkham Asylum, what a name for a ride. If it gets moved, it'll get moved somewhere else in the park. Or B, I really feel that that'll go to the Great Escape. Great Escape doesn't have a coaster like that. The Great Escape could benefit from a coaster like that. Realistically, what they should be doing is they should be putting Gotham City Gauntlet over by Batman the Ride somewhere. That's where it should go. Maybe rip out the antique cars and put it over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So you know what I mean? I don't know. So, we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Like I said, if it's not a Justice League, it's probably going to, like Dave said, probably going to be a flat ride and something in the water park. Well, let me tell you how Justice League not be allowed. Some years ago, I forgot what year that was. I'm trying to think what year it was. I don't know, 2004, 5, 6, something like, I forgot where. There was if you remember, I don't know if you ever heard about the fire at a concert in Rhode Island with a band called Great White. They lit off pyrotechnics inside the small club, burned down, killed a ton of people. When that happened, a lot of the New England states went crazy with fire safety. And I mean crazy with fire safety. And so Mass being the one, and that's part of the problem that happened with Batman and Dark Knight Indoor Coaster. They wanted steps and platforms at every turn. They wanted this, fire safety system in there that was crazy, to get people out. And because when that was being built, that was the crazy thing that had just gone on. So New England states were going crazy with the fire safety. I mean, we all want to feel safe. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to burn to death in case there's a fire inside a building. We get that. I wouldn't want to be trapped inside. So, with that being said, that's what started a lot of stuff. And, the Station nightclub fire. That's kind of what started the whole thing. All these kind of strict rules started going. It was nuts. It was crazy. And, I mean, I started going to clubs to watch concerts, and they were like, oh, before the show starts, your exits are here, your exits. I mean, they don't do that now, out of sight, out of mind. But they're like, oh, exit there, don't panic, da-da-da-da-da. They make you more panicky by telling you that. People are like, what? What are you talking about? So, but because of that, it started a downward spiral, and people are finicky about indoor dark rides. Anything indoors that, people are like, whoa, we don't want this, because, look what happened at the Station nightclub fire, and what happened here, and what happened, you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of BS going on. I mean, I get it, safety first, totally get it, but I think they need to kind of lay off the safety thing. Well, going crazy with it, But what do you call it? The Justice League Dark Ride is one story, and they always come with a ton of fire exits and blah blah blah. Yeah, somebody set that on fire with the way that they do those weird material cobwebs they put on it during Fright Fest. So that's somebody lit that on fire compared to pyrotechnics going off. So is what it is. So that's what I think is going to happen. I mean, and if Justice League don't happens, I don't know what kind of flat they would put in, but for water park, I would love to see a mat racing slide. Bigger than what Lake Compounds has, but I still love those rides, and they need to have them. So totally agree with Daniel Campbell. They people think theme park accidents are worse than car crashes. So yeah, I mean that is what it is. But anyway, with the Joker Media Day, the thing that I was laughing about was because it was the Joker was closed to the public until Media Day was over. People kept coming up trying to ride it, and then they were getting turned away. They're like, no, private event. And then we're going over there with our badges, and then people are like all pissed off. I love doing that. That's the perk that I like having. Yeah, it's kind of like rub the dirt in your eye. I know it sounds like a jerky thing to do, but I love it. I think it's great. I love to be going. Nah, nah, nah. I love doing that. Oh yeah, I think we rode that during con. I don't remember. I mean, I've only been to that water park one time. I had fun. I like it. I think we did ride the Mat Racer. Luco might remember. He might have a better brain than me. Yep. And that's why the restraints changed, because of the Superman falling off. So, YouTube police, I'm glad everybody's safe. Woo! YouTube police, y'all. I do like to piss people off. I have fun. Matter of fact, I'm not going to get into the whole detail of things, but I don't know how many of you heard the story about a 13-year-old girl that they gave mock awards in the school saying most likely to be a terrorist, most likely to be homeless, most likely this, most likely that. You know, it was a joke. And they told everybody it was a joke and your feelings might get hurt, but suck it up, buttercup. Well, people were like losing their mind over last weekend. Ooh, that was good. And yeah, I had a lot of fun yelling at people. It was great. I like pissing people off with that. I love doing it. Yes. Matter of fact, I will talk about that right now, matter of fact, since I'm done talking about Media Day. Media Day was great. I have no idea what there was for food because I didn't eat it. I spent my time riding and doing videos and stuff like that, so I didn't go anywhere near the food. So Media Day was great. Had fun at the ride. So Media Day was good. Boulder Dash, what they did to it is awesome. Let me tell you. Now, granted, the triple up at Boulder Dash was great, but then as it got hurt, it started hurting and getting rough. What they've done with the airtime hills with it, everybody's seen what's going on, but it was definitely, it was awesome. Boulder Dash is awesome. And I will say, Ghost Hunt with the guns, the new guns and targets, awesome. I'm not sure if it's open all the days now, but I talked to Jerry Brick. For those that don't know who Jerry Brick is, he's the GM, park president of Lake Compounds. Great guy, if you've never met him. I bumped into him like near the end of the day, and we were talking about Wildcat and talking about Boulder Dash and Ghost Hunt. He asked me if I tried tried out Ghost Hunt, and I told him that how I love Ghost Hunt, how the targets where he says they're still tweaking out the scoring a little bit on it. It's going to change. He says the highest score can only go up to 999,999. Same thing like Buzz Lightyear. If you've ever been to Magic Kingdom, the Buzz Lightyear shoot 'em up ride, same kind of scoring system. But they have the new targets. They work great. The guns seem a bit more sturdier and better, but we'll see how they hold out. Boulder Dash was excellent. We rode that a few times. You are correct. Lake Compounds and Knoebels both have the chairlift uphill. They do have the two trains on the track. He said they've been testing the sensors on Wildcat. They have the two trains. One's the Tiger pattern, and one's the other pattern there. I forgot. He said they've been pushing the coaster forward, pushing it back. I would say chairlift Compounds. I have no idea who the YouTube police person is. I have no idea. I'm sure it's just somebody trying to be funny, but who cares? I'm going to go Lake Compounds. Chairlift Compounds on this one. I'm going to go with that one. But, yeah. And the flyers are starting to get more snappable now. To be able to snap them. I got to do, what do you call it? I wrote it 2 times and I snapped them both times. It was great. Well, the YouTube police person is not YouTube police. It's some jackass. That's all. But yeah, so besides that, the weird thing about that day was I went on Saturday and I ended up blowing a tire on the way. And so that kind of put a dent in my time. We put the donut on, drove up, replaced the tire, and then we got the Compounds. But You know, I'm like, oh man, this place is gonna be jamming packed. It was dead. You know, I think the longest line was a log flume. That was like 45 minutes or so. I'm gonna go Phobia Fair because I don't get head bashing. So I'm gonna go with that. Phobia, I think, is the much better coaster. So yeah, Lake Compounce was an excellent time. And you know, everything else was just about a walk on. I didn't ride Thunder and Lightning. I really just wasn't in the mood for it. So I just, you know, I want to take videos. I also got the dining pass for Lake Compounce. Wanted to try it out this year, see if it's worth it. The only thing that's lackluster about their dining plan is the snacks, but I know it's the first year, so not a fan of the snack. It's just popcorn or cotton candy. But because of the tyrants and everybody was hungry, and across the street was a Burger King, so we got something light to eat. And then, you know, later on, we got lunch-ish. And then I will go Wicked Cyclone on that. Brandon, go down and grab me a Coke, buddy. Thank you. What's up, Keith, man? Haven't seen you in forever. What's up, dude? Ooh, Joker, Superman, or Wicked Cyclone. Oh, I'm going Wicked Cyclone on that. Definitely doing the Wicked Cyclone. No, you can't pick Fury. It's not on the list. You can't pick it. You got to pick one of the three. Let's see. Do I think SFNE remove Batman and get a dueling flawless coaster by B&M? No. They're not going to remove Batman, and here's the reason why. Batman is actually a custom coaster. That's not a clone of anything. Because it was such a small spot, they gave B&M the spot to do it with. If you a dueling flawless coaster would be big mucho money that they are definitely not spending. For the most part, the coaster wars are over. Don't talk to your dad like that, man. That's not cool, Brandon. That's not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool. But no, for Six Flags New England, you would need. Yeah, you know why I did that? I can be the cheetah because it's my show. I make the rules. So you can't pick Fury on that category. So I say you have to pick out of the three. Joker, Wicked Cyclone, and Superman. Oh, well, if I had to pick between Fury and Nitro, I would pick Nitro, even though they both suck, but that's... What's up, DJ Dog? DJ Dog! Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. So yeah, that's that. So, yeah, but... Oh, we ended up we had a dinner left, because you get 2 meals and a snack at Lake Compounce. So everybody got chicken fingers, and we, what do you call it? we took them home. Most of us didn't even really eat most of it until we got home. People were just kind of like munching. Unless the flawless coaster is an office chair. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Lindsay, on this about the coaster war. We're in like a new one, but it's a weird new one because before, we all know the coaster war was Six Flags and Cedar Fair. That was the coaster wars. back then. That was just how it was. I don't know. I haven't. Here's the thing. I haven't seen my cat in days. And that's because the girlfriend, parents, kid, 5 dogs, cat, they all moved in. So my cat's kind of like freaking out and hiding in my kid's room. So I haven't seen my cat. There's like too much going on for my cat. My cat don't like it. So cat's hiding, which is good. And plus I moved pinballs around and stuff, and I sold some. So the cat can't come in and climb up and get in my ceiling now, which is great. So cat's hiding out in the room. You were there, DJ Dog? I didn't even... I mean, in a sense, well, put it this way, back when the war between Six Flags and Cedar Fair was going on, it was heated up. People were being big and bad. It was just bang, 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 and just spending crazy, crazy, crazy money. Money was being spent like crazy, and that's how Cedar Fair and Six Flags got into money troubles. I mean, they're in billions of dollars in debt right now. So, it's, I would say Boulder Dash on that. Even though I will say Excalibur is a great coaster. But Boulder Dash definitely wins that. Funtown, Splash Town. I mean, both coasters are excellent. If you haven't ridden them... If you haven't been to Funtown Splash Town in Maine, you definitely need to go and ride that. I mean, the admission prices with that and a couple other rides that they have there are worth the admission. Like the Log Flume's great. That ride's great. The Dragon Drop Tower is great. The Indoor Scramble is great. It's a nice little, quirky little park. I like it. So usually in the summertime when I go visit Dave and Jody, we go once or twice in the summer. I like going there. It's definitely a great park. I need to go up there this summer. Yeah, see here, Cedar Fair is making money, and Six Flags needs to really kind of take a page out of their book, out of the Cedar Fair book. The one thing that Cedar Fair is doing is they're spending the money on the rides, where Six Flags is being cheap, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Six Flags is what they're doing is they're saving, they're saving the money on the research and development by doing the Oprah show and everybody getting the same rides. So of course, when you're going to buy 10 of this ride and 10 of your parks are going to get this, and 10 of your parks are going to get this other ride, you're getting the deal. You're saving money. It's all this has to do, especially in the Six Flags world, is about the stock. They're trying to make the stockholders happy. Stockholders want a return on their investment of the stock, so they want the park to spend as least amount as possible and try to get a return on investment as quick as possible. So that's what they're doing. So I think it's probably, I think it's the wrong move personally for what they're doing. I like the Cedar Fair model. Just keep. Like one park a year is getting this big ride, but every park is getting something. Yeah, that's the thing. The funny thing that you say that Cedar Fair jumped on the RMC bandwagon. They said when Six Flags started, we're never going to do that. We're not going to mess with the RMC coasters, and now they are. They're popular, and that's what they're doing. So I laugh about that. Yeah, I heard about the Joker accident in Texas. So, it's not that they're less sensitive. I think their stockholders investors are a little different than Six Flags. I mean, in a sense, in the stock market world, my drink is delicious. It is delicious. I love my drink. In a sense, when it comes to the stock market, Six Flags is the better stock, surprisingly. People invest more in Six Flags than they do Cedar Fair. Brand name-wise, Six Flags has a better brand name. How and why, I don't know, whether it's a good name or a bad name, but people are invested in it. Now, I'm not knocking Cedar Fair because people are investing in theirs, but when it comes to somebody investing in stock, your better stock option from what I read, I don't own any stocks. I don't play in the stock market. I guess dividends and stuff like that. Six Flags is a better performing stock. I don't know how much better or worse it is than Cedar Fair, but it seems that Six Flags has a better stock option, I guess. I don't know. I don't. Just whenever I read the quarterly reports and you look at it and the dividends they pay out and all that other stuff. So, and plus, when they came. Plus, the problem between. The lights are going funky back there. Here's the difference between Six Flags and Cedar Fair with all this stock mess. Cedar Fair didn't declare bankruptcy. They restructured their debt and all this other stuff. Six Flags claimed bankruptcy. So there's more scrutiny with Six Flags than there is Cedar Fair. I mean, when you're looking at it, I mean, that's the vibe I get out of it. I have no clue. I might be talking out of my ass. I have no idea. But it just seems that when it comes to the investment in the parks, Six Flags is doing whatever Six Flags does. Cedar Fair is doing whatever Cedar Fair does. And you see what you get. I mean, that's just a simple formula to it. I don't understand what the process is. Like, you know, when they sit at their board meetings and go, okay, we're going to buy 10 Jokers, and we're going to buy 10 Sky Screamers, and we're going to buy, you know, this, that, and the other. I guess Six Flags feels that it's a better option to do that than to be different. I have no idea why they do it, and that's just how it is. And as much as we complain and bitch and moan about it, it's not going to change it. They're not going to. Six Flags is the McDonald's of the amusement park industry. That's kind of funny. That is funny. I'll admit that's a good one. But I don't know. It's just a mess. The whole thing's a mess. I don't know. Well, anyway, so let's move on to the next topic, which is I've asked Six Flags why they do that. I flat out asked, and the answer that I got was only 1 to 2% of season pass holders go beyond their home park. So a lot of people that go to Six Flags in New England, that they just go there, they don't really know about Great Adventure and Great Escape and Magic Mountain or whatever. They don't go there, so they don't really know what's there. So, or if they do know, they're like, well, why can't we have that here? See, a lot of the problem is, too, a lot of the coaster enthusiasts that are guilty of this. How many times have we seen a coaster at some other park and go, I wish we had that here? Well, they keep hearing that. You know, everything is based off of those, those surveys, too. A lot of their feedback comes from the surveys. When people type things in and all that other stuff. So, I mean, it's weird. I don't understand the platform that they use to get on it. I would love to see Six Flags get away from their current model of everybody gets a ride. The same. I want every park to get a ride, but I'm tired of all the parks getting the same ride. I like to travel. At some point, you're gonna go, well, I don't want to go to the other parks anymore, because what's the point? You know, you're not gonna travel for 1 or 2 different coasters when all the parks are just about the same. I mean, you're going to still keep continuing on some of the parts, as long as they keep some of the rides that are different than the others, but, you know, there's the Del Taco or the Six Flags chain. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Six Flags has improved since their bankruptcy. But the last few years have been a little lackluster, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one. You get where I'm going with that? It's just, for me, I don't like that, their plan, but that's just how it is. Yeah. That would be nice if everybody got a B&M Giga. That just ain't going to happen. Everybody's going to get a Flyers, or everybody's going to get a Skyscream, or a Justice League, or a Joker, or whatever ride they can think up next to give to every park. That's what you're getting. I mean, the only things that are getting done differently on the RMC redos, because they're not a cut and paste ride. But other than that, and I think Six Flags has done with RMC for a while anyway. Ooh, that was a good one. Well, technically, I wouldn't consider King's Dominion. I think that's a little too far out to can be considered. I mean, in New Jersey, you got Maury's, you got Storybook Land. There's a lot of little parks around there. Hershey, Dorney, Knoebels even. Oh, that one was good too. So, like I said, it is what it is. Great Escape, New England, Great Adventure, Six Flags America. I mean, yeah, you could all do that all within that time. I mean, because I would like to be able to get to every Six Flags at some point in my life and be able to ride it and not be the same park. I love Lightning Racer. I think it's a great ride. Yeah. Yeah, they got other ones that within the realm to go. But if you think about it, most people aren't going to do that. Most people are lazy and don't want to travel far. They want to stay close. That's what they want to do. I am drinking that. Trust me, I need it. Don't I mean? No, he's talking about Hershey, not Dollywood. Root beer. Well, no, people around there can't do that, but the people even in these regions, most people don't go to Great Escape. I think Great Escape is the least attended Six Flags park, and then next is La Ronde. And then I think next is Six Flags St. Louis. I think the top 5 parks, it flip-flops between Great Adventure and Magic Mountain, but those two, Great America is one of them. It's either over Georgia or over Texas, and then whichever one of those two, then it goes Six Flags New England, and I mean your top 6 your top 6 Six Flags parks are Magic Mountain, Great Adventure, over Texas, over Georgia, Six Flags New England, and Great America. Not in any particular order, but those are your top 6 Six Flags parks, attendance-wise. Oh, it's even got Hawaii imprinted in the glass. That's pretty cool. I just noticed that. Hello, Monica. Hi, Monica. When you coming to hang out again, Monica? You need to come over again so then I can bust your chops some more. I had fun. We need to do that again. Poor Monica. I feel so bad for her. Having to deal with a guy like me. Poor thing. Poor thing. So anyway, back now to the next topic. Coastal trip coming up. We're going to Busch Gardens. We're going to King's Dominion. We're going to Hershey. We're going to Knoebels. And we're going to Dorney. If there are things that people want to see, let me know. And we'll make sure we cover it. That week, there won't be a show. Also, next week, there will be no show. There's some awards ceremony thing for Devin's class. So for the 8th grade class, I don't know if it's a graduation or he's getting an award or something. I have no idea. But it's going to interfere with the show. So there will be no show next week. So maybe I will upload some, record some kind of video next week in place of this. And you guys can have something to watch. They probably are as fat as lazy as me, but hey, it works. Hell yeah, I would love an elevator for the water slides. I'm tired of climbing stairs. I don't want to climb any. Fat and lazy. Just put some elevators on them. Like I want to go on Bonsai Pipeline, throw me up an elevator to the top of that. That'd be awesome. Just to the top of all the rides. I would love it. Yep, they had a Lightning Loops and they had a Rolling Thunder. We in its ending days of Rolling Thunder, we used to call it rotting lumber. Back in the day. If I record gameplay on pinball, which one do you want to see? Are you going to Pero this summer? What's Pero? I don't know what that is. Actually, my thoughts on Volcano Bay grand opening. I watched the little ceremony. Thought it was pretty cool. Kind of weird with those like island people. I thought they were like orgasming in their face, but it was kind of weird. But I'm actually intrigued to go there one day. One trip that I go to Universal, I will go to the water park. In December when I go, I'm not going to the water park, but maybe next year I'll make it a point to go to Universal, hit up the water park. I mean, from what I've seen of it, it looks fantastic. I mean, the volcano and everything, it looks beautiful. Definitely something that I would like to enjoy. What's Puro? What is Puro? I mean, Puro. I mean, I don't think I'm that drunk, but P-U-R-O. What the hell is P-U-R-O? This summer. I have no idea what you're talking about. If it's an abbreviation, please spell it out. I'm not hip like you young kids on abbreviations. That's not my thing. Hey, Brett D99 is awesome. What's up, Doc? Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know what P-U-R-O is. I have no idea what he's talking about. You youngins and your abbreviations for stuff. Remember, I'm old. I'm not hip to the game, man. I don't know. But anyway, so if there's things at any of those parks that I mentioned, Busch Gardens, King's Dominion, Hershey Park, Knoebels, and Dorney, if there's anything at all that you want to see, we're going to Williamsburg, Virginia. I'm not going to Peru. What's in Peru? Is there something that I'm missing out in Peru? I've never been to Peru. Well, PU, a fart place, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna check out Invader and all the goodies that Busch Garden has to offer, plus King's Dominion. Yeah, Star Trek Next Generation Pinball would be cool. Pinball Magic would be cool. I'm trying to think of ones. That would be good. I'm trying to remember your machines as I think about it. Yeah, it is 10 o'clock. Funhouse would be good, even though that machine's mean as hell to me. But anyway, so even after the show is, if you think of a comment, leave a comment below, and about the parks that we're going to, or message me. We're gonna record stuff, Facebook Live, and just record stuff, and then compile the whole trip together. Yep, go in there. My shirt. Yeah, Gophus is a good machine too. Turn on channel 11. It's the news. Top 10 coasters. I do love haunted houses, man. I love them. I can't wait to go on some haunted houses this year. I plan on going to a bunch. I love haunted houses. They're fun. Especially if you go with Jessica. It makes it extra fun. That you gotta experience. That's what you need to do. You need to record it with a hidden camera and just record it. You'd laugh. You would die laughing. But anyway, so this weekend I have no idea what I'm doing. Next week there will be no show, but I'm going to keep uploading videos and stuff. And then if we're back the week after, we are. If not, that I have no idea. All I know is when Father's Day is, we'll be in Busch Gardens. So it'll be good. So anyway, we're going to get going. If you made it all the way through the video, if you're watching this after, God bless you. Click the subscribe button. Leave naughty comments. We like those. Especially like laughing at the, what do you call it? The Wicked Cyclone comments. Some people leave some nasty stuff. So it's kind of funny. So, yeah. Just check it out. So anyway, I will see you guys when we return, either in a week or two or whatever. And until then, keep on coasting. Go enjoy the Joker. Have fun. Peace out, y'all. Woo!